What is this metal thing attached to the coffee table, found at an Airbnb in the eastern townships of Quebec, Canada? It is metal, old and rusty, but it still moves. It's attached to the table, it opens, and it doesn't seem like it would work as a coffee grinder. To get a sense of the size, I left the Scrabble tiles in the photo frame. Any ideas? It's an antique egg incubator from the early 20th century, and that metal assembly on the side is part of the kerosene burner used to warm the incubator. There's a tube that attaches to the inside that circulates hot water to keep the eggs warm. It was made by the Buckeye Incubator Company of Springfield, Ohio. Buckeye incubators were displayed at the World's Fair in Chicago in 1893. Does anyone know what this thing is? I found this item in my grandfather's garage while we were cleaning. No one in the family has any idea what it is, not even him. And the guy has been accumulating weird stuff for decades. It is made of metal, weighs a lot, and has a strange shape, with some engravings that do not seem to be just decoration. It looks like something ancient, but I'm not sure if it's a tool, a piece of machinery, or some kind of mysterious artifact. Has anyone seen anything like this before? I accept any theory, no matter how crazy. It's a 1920s optical pyrometer, specifically an F&F pyrometer. It was manufactured by the Fisher Scientific Company in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a type of remote sensing thermometer that measures high temperatures by detecting radiation from a distant object. These are used in many industries, including manufacturing, research, and power generation, and it literally says pyrometer on it. What is this thing that looks like a funnel? I am on vacation in Madeira, Portugal, and we found this beside a fireplace in the house we rented. My prediction is this has something to do with fire, but I have no clue how. It's not a funnel because the big hole is closed, and there are two holes on the same side. Does anybody know what is it? I can't stop thinking what is this every time I start the fire. This is a primitive oil wick lamp. The font would have contained some kind of cheap fuel, like oil cut with lard, which would be pulled through the wick to the top of the taller spout, where the lamp would be lit. In your example, the wick is missing. The smaller spout on the side above the handle was for refilling and is often closed by a cork. What is this very heavy item, most likely iron, found being used as a door stopper in a school building in Barcelona, Spain? Around 21 centimeters tall, the metal blocks are stacked, bolted, and fastened, with some pieces having interesting internal interlocks. The cylinder on top can be unscrewed, and the pieces are stamped with 0 numbers and are fastened by bolts of various sizes. Is it some kind of old tooling or a student project? It's a die cutter of some sort. Slide a sheet of metal horizontally into the slot, press down on the top, and punch out the predetermined shape for repeatedly making the same part. What is this gold object sits on the coffee table in the Oval Office while President Donald Trump meets with French President Emmanuel Macron at the White House on February 24th, 2025? I'm guessing a case for pens, since there was supposed to be a signing for a mineral deal. Or maybe Golden Trump Bibles. But I just looked for this and only found the leather-bound things he was selling online. What do you all think? It's a gold card coaster representing Trump's gold card idea to sell US citizenship. President Donald Trump has proposed a new Trump Gold Card program that would provide foreign investors who put up at least $5 million with US residency and a path to citizenship. But the plan is drawing flack from immigration experts. Can anybody shed some light on this wooden hammer-like thing I picked up at an estate sale? Around 22 inches long, and it is stamped Fleischmann's 2 stamped and dry gins. Any ideas? It's a bung mallet, designed for sealing and unsealing the wooden stopper in the side of a barrel. It was a much-needed device for a bartender, back when gin was sold in the same barrel it was aged in. What exactly is this? This belonged to my grandpa in the US, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is. Aside from the obvious clock, does it have any other purpose or significance? I've taken it to a few antique shops, but they weren't entirely sure. Any insights would be greatly appreciated. It is a German travel alarm clock. It is best known in Germany as a wecker, and that's its purpose, to arouse the sleeper. The style of the case is somewhat modified from the earlier ones, but I'm guessing that yours could date from 1920. This clock was made for the German market. I saw several other ones on eBay with different languages, like French. The writings on the back means German Reich patent applied for. From the application to the granting of the patent often took a good 2 years. During this interim period, this designation was used. What is this large and very heavy piece of equipment with a control panel? It was purchased sometime in the 80s as an addition to an at-home salon. I guess it is something that helps the elderly, but we have not been able to find anything quite like it online. What the heck is it? It's a Pat Walker exercise machine, designed to enhance circulation throughout the body without the need for vigorous physical activity. The idea was that it was effortless exercise, and you would have a few sessions on one of those beds and end up toned and fit. A bit like those electronic belts and things people sell now. The user lays down with their legs placed individually in the 2 chairs located at the left side. When turned on, these pieces then move by themselves, bicycle style, and assist the user's legs in the movement. The gold thing bends down, and the user reaches up and holds onto it. The whole bed vibrates and sort of moves and gyrates and stretches the user's body around. What is the use of this thing I found in Germany? I guess it's for burning something, but I'm not sure. It seems made out of brass, about 60 centimeters long, and the top seems to be exchangeable. I guess you put alcohol or oil for the flame to heat the top. I would like to know when this tool was used, because I don't think they still use it today. Any ideas? Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.